So I'm reflecting for the second time today. I guess just my body feeling it needed to record another video before yesterday's, or actually tomorrow's break, tomorrow's pause. This will be a walking video, whatever. And what I want to touch on right now is the religion we have actually fallen trap to. It is a pretty conventional religion, and I hate to say this, but this religion is making more harm than good, particularly to business owners, particularly to founders of coaching businesses. This is actually another series of another episode from the VAV series, and I want to touch on the religion. What is the religion that is actually keeping a lot of business owners broke, and what are the root causes, or the key consequences rather, that make this religion so bad? The first one is the fact that this religion is really focused on making you feel guilty after you do things. And guilt is not one of the best emotions to have once you run a business. That's one thing, guilt. Also, fear. This religion can also give you a ton of fear, which will impede the chance you have of succeeding in business. I used to follow this religion myself, and it was actually a mistake. But now that I can see more clearly, then it's no longer needed for me to follow this religion, and a lot of people is following this religion. You know what it is? This religion is not being Catholic, not being a Christian, not professing the Islam, any of that. This religion is the people let's say, is a religion in which you only believe in one thing, which is mistakes. This religion is based on mistakes. So there's a lot of people that believe that mistakes are real, but actually there are no mistakes. Like, why do you call something that happens a mistake? Have you noticed that sometimes things that seemed bad actually were the ones that helped you go through a certain path? Then do you call that mistakes? Or mistakes are actually non-existent? And the reason why I say this religion creates guilt and also fear is because you're afraid of making mistakes, even in your business. Sometimes you can make a decision on, let's say, raising the ad spend. So you try to make the right decision, but you obsess over making the right decision, and then because of that obsession, you end up making the wrong decision. Wrong. But going back to this point, nothing is right or wrong. Because every time you probably could have decided something else, you'll learn. If you understand, everything is a skill and everything can be learned. But sometimes this religion, unfortunately, makes you believe there are some things that you can't change, and you fall prey of, or even you become a slave of your previous mistakes, decisions, and those wrong, quote-unquote, decisions are the ones that actually doesn't let your business succeed. Not because you don't have skills, but because you can't let go. If you don't let go, you'll not be able to make the right decisions for your business. And this is something I want to touch on because I told my clients this last time. As a business owner, once you know how to set, how to close, and how to deliver the service as an owner of a coaching business, you are getting paid to make decisions. It's not a matter of you closing anymore. It's not a matter of you setting anymore. It's not a matter of you delivering the service anymore. It's a matter of you making high leverage decisions with the right criterion. And that's where people fall prey of this religion we call mistakes. That doesn't let them make the right decisions. They overanalyze, and that's why they don't succeed. And I'm not speaking about this from a place of I have always known how to make decisions and how to face quote-unquote mistakes. Actually, because I was too scared to make mistakes, quote-unquote, I would overanalyze like crazy and think about stuff for months. And then I felt stuck within my previous life. Because that's what happens when you are afraid of making decisions because of the possibility of making mistakes. You just overanalyze, self-sabotage, don't do things, and that is what makes your business stall. This was the little reflection I had for today. See you on our next video of the VAV series.